Miles is Wells. He throws good punches. He is a pure conventional boxer. He has a good jab, excellent straight right hand. Early on, about a few years ago, actually, I know Miles well. He has competed against my son. They've faced each other 5 times. Yes. And
you see, Myles Myzel is being trained by Sugar Burt Wilson there.
Sugar Burt has quite a few excellent boxers in his stable. He's a very technically sound coach, and this is what is expressed in his boxers in general.
So LaVon Johnson versus Myles Myzel. Myzel in blue corner, Johnson in the red. And
you're going to see Myles open up with a series of jabs. The counter right hand. See what Johnson's going to do.
Definitely feels him out.
Johnson landed a straight right hand there for the moment on Myles. But Myles came back with that left hook. Myles has a very good left hand. Both guys have pretty good reach, but Myles has the reach advantage. There's a short left hand landed by Johnson.
So far, Johnson getting the better of the exchanges.
Yes, he is.
As Myles continues to feel him out. So if a box like Myles, does he really feel out fighters early on?
For some that might be the case, but Myles is able to keep his weight down pretty effective. He has got those broad shoulders. Myles landing a good right hand over the top for the moment. Now the straight right hand right over the top again by Myles. I think he's starting to find the range. Johnson is allowing Myles to come forward and land more shots now.
Seems like
both guys traded that left hand.
A nice body blow that time. Myles able to go to the body.
Good shot to the body. Johnson acknowledged it. Myles has a nice jab.
Wow, nice one to the midsection that time. Myzel. Again, leading with that jab. This Myles not overhand.
A good right hand landed by Myles again. Myles can usually start to figure out his opponent within around about 30 or 40 seconds.
These rounds are a lot longer. They're 3-minute rounds at this age group.
I think they're 2 minutes.
Still 2 minutes?
Still 2 minutes right now. Short right hand by Myles. Johnson coming with the left hand, but it was partially blocked.
That's Johnson the first round.
Yes, it is.
What your impressions so far? You know, the early blows were landed by Johnson, but then you saw Myles Myzel sort of slowly take over and dictate the fight.
Yeah, yes, Myles started making the adjustments. He found out the magic in the jab and that long right hand right over the top. Johnson is making a mistake by leaning too far to his left, putting him directly in front of Myles' straight right.
If you're Sugar Burt now, what are you saying to Myles Myzel?
Just to utilize that jab, roughly keep doing what you're doing, but mainly keep that distance. Johnson, at least to me, Johnson seems like he depends on the guy to stand right there in front of him. Side-to-side movement seems, at least to me, it gives him trouble. Myles can box. He moves well. He counters well. Has a very good jab.
We're set for round 2.
Johnson looked like he started slowing down at the end of the first round, though. Wow. Myles came right out on him.
So it's a different kind of Myles now. This is to the body.
Normally when Myles feels like that he may have somewhat the psychological advantage, expect for him to settle down. Johnson landing a left to the body. Myles coming right back with the jab. Johnson jabbing to the body. When Johnson throws his right hand, he leans too far to his left, leaving him off balance. That's not good. Especially if you have a guy coming with right hands over the top. There was a short left hand that landed over the top by Myles. Myles coming to the body. Both guys trading shots. Myles landing that left hand.
Nice right,
right
from Myles.
And a left hand again. That's right. Myles is finding the range. Dialing in those shots now.
Like he's cutting the ring off now on Johnson.
That's
able
right.
to land blows. He's scoring a lot. Different kind of punches, jabs, overhand rights.
This is a different Myles now. Myles chopping with that left to the body. Short counters. Johnson trying to work on the inside. Nice combo. But Myles is sensing it. You can see it in his footwork. Stepping with a lot of confidence now. Myles has a dangerous jab. He'll kick you to death with it. Right hand landed by Myles again.
Nice right to the jaw of the face of Johnson.
Short right hand by Johnson over the top. Johnson earlier just jabbed. He threw an up jab to Myles' body.
Myles scoring again.
That was a chopping right hand from long range by Myles.
Myles definitely taking the fight to Johnson.
Short left hand by Myles. Johnson tried to come back with some shots of his own.
And
Not
that's
as
the
effective.
end of the second round, and you saw a stark difference now. Mizel started off slow in the first round, apparently feeling his opponent out, and got a little more active. Second round, he came out like gangbusters.
Yes. If you normally, because of the history that I know about Myles, once he figures you out, he's going to dial in, just like field artillery. Once you have that grid location, he's going to start dropping bombs right in on your area. This is what's happening to Johnson right now. He can't get away from the jab. He can't get away from the straight right hand.
So the first round was that feeling out process. The second was measuring, landing some blows. Now this third round, you look for Myzel to finish him off, or you think Johnson, what does Johnson, if it's Johnson, what do you do?
Johnson has to go for it right now. He has absolutely no choice but to go for it. Actually, you saw the tide turning in the second half of the first round.
Devon Johnson has his work cut out for him, but Myzel, still, let's see what he has in store for us this third round.
Johnson's trunks are a little low.
They are a little
I think the referee may make a correction to that, not for sure. The chopping right hand.
Nice right from Myzel. Myzel now. Here comes Myzel. In and out, making contact. A little push that time from Johnson. What was that just happened, referee, with this stomach thing? She said like this.
Just to tell the boxer to clean off their gloves since the glove touched the canvas.
Okay.
To clean off any materials that may have been picked up off of the canvas itself. Both guys trying to work it around on the inside. Myles missing with the left hand, but he landed that jab. Johnson's mouth is wide open now. A jab to the body by Myles.
Looks like Johnson is loading up that one big shot.
He's trying to load up with the right hand, but he has no leverage behind it. So it really, no matter what it does, it's not doing any damage. Oh, that right hand may have gotten Johnson's attention. His legs wobbled for the moment.
Nice clean right that time by Myzel.
I looked at Johnson, even though he threw that left hook, his legs just aren't there right now. That left hand hurt to the body.
Shot to the body was impressive.
Johnson keeps acknowledging yes to his corner. He's trying, but nothing is working.
Fitness level could prove costly here for Johnson. Because here comes Myzel. Still the punches, body blows now.
Myles is systematically breaking Johnson down.
There's
Hard right
couple
hand
shots
landed.
to the face by Myzel.
He's got Johnson in trouble. Johnson is up on his tiptoes now. Normally when you see a guy walking in post holes like this, it's not a good sign.
Camera, you can see. Can he finish it off, or can Johnson escape and land that big blow he's been planning all third round?
Johnson doesn't have enough. There's the right hand and lands again.
And that's the end of the bout. What an exciting bout.
Yes, it was. Indeed.
Your impressions of the bout.
Myles basically, just from a simple standpoint, systematically wore his opponent down. So it was a complete systematical take apart, breakdown of his opponent.
So that kind of boxer who approaches it so scientifically, where I'm going to feel out my opponent, see what he has, and then I'm going to come up with my game plan now. Because a lot of times they don't know the opponent, never seen the opponent before at this age and these groupings. You see, so you that approach by Myles, you like that kind of approach?
Yes, you see what they do. You see what your opponent has. Throw some feint moves. You start to calculate the range right off the bat. Once you've calculated that range that you can hit them, and you start to see, you know something, I can get some shots in on them that they can't hit me with, then you start to pick it up later on in the first round, or to carry it definitely to start off in the second round and to see what happens. And we saw what happened here. Johnson was hit with a lot of right hands, and especially jabs to the chest and also the face. I mean, straight on. The head movement was less and less as the rounds wore on.
Johnson fought a good fight. You know, he started off strong, but then you saw him start to wear down a little bit.
He did.
And then the fitness started to become a question. You mentioned him getting on his toes.
Normally when you see a fighter and their legs shake a little bit.
And there it is, the victory for Myles Mizel over Levon Johnson here in Ring 3 at the Title Belt Summer Championships here in Doraville, Georgia. And you were saying?
Yes, once you see an opponent, your opponent's legs start to get on their tiptoes, they don't really have a lot left in the tank.
And wow, Money Pile, Dave DaCosta here. And the next match, Carlos won the